For 40 years, Ruth Johnson was the heartbeat of the Sterling estate, a heartbeat no one ever bothered to listen to. With quiet grace and calloused hands, she polished mahogany floors until they gleamed like mirrors and laundered linens until they smelled of fresh spring. To the Sterling family, she wasn't a person. She was simply part of the architecture. The patriarch Arthur Sterling was a man of iron and silence, but his daughter Cassandra was made of pure ice. She'd snap her fingers for tea without even looking up from her phone. Once, when Ruth tripped on a loose rug, Cassandra actually laughed, mocking her clumsy old bones. Ruth just bowed her head, whispered a quiet prayer, and kept moving. She always told herself, man looks at the suit, but the creator looks at the soul. As the years passed, the grand estate grew gray, and the halls became empty. Arthur fell into a long, grueling illness. Cassandra, always busy with galas and trips abroad, sent checks, but never herself. It was Ruth who sat in the dim lamplight of his bedroom. It was Ruth who hummed old hymns when the pain kept him awake and held his hand when he called out in the dark for a daughter who was not there. She didn't do it for a reward. She did it because she couldn't let a man face the great unknown all alone. The morning Arthur passed, the house felt heavier than ever before. At the reading of the will, Cassandra sat draped in black silk, her lawyer already preparing the for sale sign for the mansion. She expected the millions. She expected the keys. But the lawyer cleared his throat and read a single, handwritten codicil. To my family, I gave my gold, and they spent it. To Ruth Johnson, who gave me her heart when I had nothing left, I leave the roof over her head and every cent in my name. She is no longer the help. She is the legacy. The silence was deafening. Cassandra's screams of unfairness echoed off the walls, but the lawyer simply closed his briefcase. Ruth didn't cheer. She didn't gloat. She just stood up, smoothed her apron for the very last time, and walked to the grand front doors. For 40 years, she had entered through the service gate. But today, she opened the main oak doors and stepped out into the sunlight not as a servant, but as the master of the house. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.